just testing this out right now. Let's see if anybody comes up in here. What time is it? It's like, ain't nobody going up in here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Maybe I should test out the StreamYard. Let's see. It's Friday. Y'all got paid, right? Got one person in here. What's up? What's up? Hit that like. I'm just testing it out. I don't really have any topics to talk about right now. I was looking at the crypto prices. You know, XRP, it went to like 115. Now it's back to 149. Might want to buy that one. Okay, so that's disconnecting it. Okay, that beeping is gonna happen for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Sometimes it beeps longer. It busts out my other phone, but I don't have my T-Mobile internet with me right now. I should just put that other phone on my line, because I have a line I haven't used for like 2 years. The 1929 number. I haven't used that for like 2 years now, and I still pay for it every month. Every month. So how do I look at the chat? How do I look at the chat? Maybe there is no chat. Nobody's saying what up. Let's see here. Okay. Salute. CEO Trico. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Bitcoin ETF shatters record with 10 billion. What? Let's see what that says. 10 billion volume. Reconnecting. So okay. So I can't run it like that. All right. So I have to use multiple phones to really go live. I have to use multiple phones. You can't do anything. You got to use multiple phones. All right, let's see here. What are these options? Create a highlight. Effect picker. Green screen lighting. Stickers. What's the stickers? Oh, we'll do a poll. Okay, ask a question. Will there... I'll say... Will popular assets drop again? Question mark. Then we'll put a down chart. Heart. What the fuck? And we'll put it in the red. There we go. Why that one? Yes or no? Bam. Get some interaction. Put it up there. Start the poll. Starting the poll. Oh shit, it's Narc. What up, Narc? I'm just testing it out, man. I should test out the stream though. Is that a Cape Verde? Boomard? Is that Cape Verde? I think that's a Cape Verde flag. Maybe it's Iceland or some shit like that. No, that's not Cape Verde. That's like a trans flag. That's a trans flag right there. Yeah. I don't know that language there. But yeah, man, I'm just testing this out. This thing here, they said they have to work me in. I said, what you mean? I'm on time. The appointment's at noon. It's 11:45. Oh, it shouldn't be that bad. I'm like, but why am I working if I'm here on time? It don't make no sense. So, I'm waiting for the broker to call back. Broker said they're gonna call over here because I'm on time. So it was between 11:30 and noon. You had to be here. And I was here before that, but they sent to me 3 different buildings. And I checked in at each one. So I finally checked at this one, this building where I dropped the trailer at 11:45. Well, I checked in at 11:45. And they said that I'm working on time. And I gotta sit on this load, pause for a minute, because it delivers on Monday. It's only like 1,000 miles away in Iowa. And I'm going to Iowa, so if anybody wants to meet me along the way, you know, because I got a couple threats out there. There's also one person that I want to fight, so, you know, if you're going towards Iowa, I guess we can meet up and just handle it now instead of waiting until fucking 3 years from now. What is going on in YouTube world? I'm not gonna say exactly where I am because it's right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get robbed of this very, very high valued merchandise. But I'll give you a hint what it is. No more rhyming. I mean it. If you understand that, then you should know the commodity that I am about to haul. No more rhyming. I mean it. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Let's see if you know. All right, we're getting some people saying that these assets will drop again. Now, which assets? Are we talking about Bitcoin? You know, they said, I put it in ChatGPT that, because people are saying Epstein, you know, is Satoshi Nakamoto now, but there's no mention of that, except that he did fund MIT Group and some other crypto, you know, people, companies. Like back in 2015. So yeah, he's most likely did not create Bitcoin. I still think that Joel Katz is Satoshi. He told me personally that he's not Satoshi, but would Satoshi tell you that he's Satoshi? You know? But he is a CIA operative. I think Epstein was a CIA operative too, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of false stuff coming out about the Epstein shit too. Like they said that Obama was in the files, and it turns out that what they've released so far that he's not in the files. Yeah, his some of his advisors and shit was in the files, but he wasn't. You know, what about Melinda Gates? She threw her ex-husband under the bus. She said that she got divorced because it was so painful of what was going on with Jeffrey Epstein. And that her husband has to answer for his participation if there was any. Why would she say it like that? Wow. Melinda Gates. So they said I have to get work in, even though I'm on time. And then it's 2 hours to load after that. It's like, why does it take 2 hours to load? It doesn't make any sense. Do you think silver will go down? I was buying silver when it was like 15, 17, and I sold it because it went up to like 33. Then it dropped back down to like 24 or something like that, 23, 24. I was like, ooh, before it goes back down to 15, let me make a profit. And then I just stopped buying it. And yeah, that was a real smart move from me. I did make the profit, but I could have made a lot more profit. But I do have some gold. It's just so hard right now because, like, since, you know, yeah, silver has an all-time high now of like $105, but today it was like at $70. So it's still, compared to when I was buying it, is still all-time high. So it's like, oh, do you just get into it now? Now I can do dollar cost average, you know, just keep buying, but I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research to see like what the fuck it could possibly do. You know, I'm sticking to my XRP. XRP has not failed me yet. I've been in XRP since like 2019, I think. So right now it's still up for me. I don't know if you were buying it at $2, then just hold on to it. People say it's gonna go to 100. I don't see it ever doing that. You know, like, and people are like, oh, all this use case, like, okay, if you say so. I mean, this, okay, you know. I don't know. I gotta look more into the technologies that are behind it right now. But I've been, for like 2-3 years straight, I bought every week at least $100. Sometimes multiple times in a week. You know, like, what the fuck, like, so I have a lot of XRP. But I don't really like any of the cryptos. You know, there's one for truckers, but I feel like I should do a little bit of gatekeeping on that one. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel I should do a little bit of gatekeeping. All right, so we're at, like, looks like we're at 50-50 for the people saying that assets, the popular assets, gold, silver, you know, Bitcoin, all that won't drop again. And when I say drop, like, I mean like significantly. Like, you know, like Bitcoin went from 120 to like 60 in a couple of days, like 50%, right? So yeah. But if we see the patterns that it's done, like I remember the first time it was at 20, then it went to like 3, and then it went back up to 30, back to like 20, then to 60, back to 30, then 100, 120, back to 60. Where's it gonna go next? Where will it go next? 200, $500,000. That's like life changing right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling nobody to put $60,000 into something, but you know, you can trade your way up to a Bitcoin. You could trade your way up to a Bitcoin. Does anybody know why all the assets dropped? I saw the stock market starting to recover too. It can't be about Epstein. Can't be about Epstein. Nobody gives a fuck about no Epstein. I'm gonna tell you why people don't give a fuck about no Epstein. Let's make this smaller. I'm gonna tell you why people don't give a fuck about no Epstein. Because people have known who is a part of this list. Oh, I don't have a thing. People have known who's a part of this list for years, right? You just got more names now. But you knew some of the players already, and nobody did anything about it. So don't tell me now that you got some new fucking names, like, oh, we're going to do something about it. No, you're not doing nothing. Not one person that Jeffrey Epstein that was associated with prior to the Epstein files being released has been dealt with. No killings, no nothing, none of that shit. Now, I'm not saying anybody should do something. I'm saying nobody has done anything about that. So nobody is going to give a fuck now that you got some new names. People that you already, oh, Jay-Z, okay, Jay-Z. What are you going to do about it? He don't make no rap albums no more. What are you going to do about it? Bill Clinton, what are you going to do about it? Bill Clinton walking around with the most minimum security that there is. I see videos of people just walking up to him and talking to him. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody talking about Jeffrey Epstein. There's 5 guys on your block that touch little kids. I used to have this app that you could look, and there's like, it would show all the registered sex offenders. Now, not all of them are touching little kids, right? Some of them are do different things. But those are the registered ones. Imagine the people that you don't fucking know. Right? Or the people that just get away with it. That's why I'm having a fight. That's why I'm having a fight on October 31st, because there was a person that made a suggestion to a young man to come to a hotel room, and it's on YouTube. There's nobody gives a fuck. So I do. I accidentally pushed the other thing. Okay, I give a fuck. So, you know, but I'm not gonna go to prison for this person. So I'm gonna fight him. And he's not even the worst. He's not even, I mean, he's pretty fucking bad, but he's not even the worst. Like, there's actual people, like, molesting kids and shit like that. You know what I mean? Not just internet luring, being a fool on the internet. All right, so we got. Let's see what we got here. How many votes we got? It looks like we got 6 votes. We're at 50-50. What's up, Centura? You got that new film coming out, I heard it's fire, man. It's going. Just a little frustrated right now. Just a little frustrated right now. Just a long week. Something always seems to be happening right now. Right now I'm just testing out this live. I should do the StreamYard so I could bring y'all in on the stream. I mean, that's cool. I like going on the StreamYard when other people do that shit. You know? But, I ran out of food. I gotta go to Walmart, do some shopping. I got eggs. That's all I have right now, I believe. Yeah. StreamYard seems a lot better. So, go do something. Go do some push-ups or something. Why are you on YouTube? So people think it's gonna drop again. Well, I appreciate you coming in and checking out my live. It's just a test right now. All right. Have a good day. Have a good day. Woo! I'm about to go maybe catch some Z's. I don't know. My eyes don't really want to work today. Yeah. Am I fielding questions? Yeah, shoot. I don't know shit about shit, so but I'll answer any questions I can answer. I know absolutely nothing about nothing. Well, I know absolutely nothing about anything. How about that? But if you got paid today, this is not financial advice, but things are down right now. Just saying. They are down significantly. What the price per unit on these assets? Well, silver was at like, I think $80 this morning or yesterday night, maybe 70 something. XRP is now back up. Last time I checked to 149. The stock market. See, I don't really do fucking stocks. The only thing I do is not mutual funds, ETFs. do ETFs. Well, yeah, of course, they're still up for, but I'm talking about. I mean, every second is a new up or down, right? So, if you bought, if your name is fucking, what's that old motherfucker's name? Warren Buffett. If your name is Warren Buffett, and you bought, Coca-Cola in 1843 for $4, and now you have 7.6 billion from your $4 investment. Yes, like that's good, right? But if you bought Coca-Cola, yesterday, and then it goes up a little bit today, then you're still up, right? So, but yeah, if you bought back, that's like saying, yo, I'm a boomer and I bought my house for $30,000, and now today it's worth $786,000. You could do it too. Like, it's like the same fucking thing. Oh man. Look, Ali, there's some auctions coming up. You know what I'm saying? And there's two pieces of land that I'm looking at. One, they both have a road to it, but I've developed some tools to look at some of these things. And one of them, that's why the average home buyers to 60. Exactly, because you're not going to have that money until you cash in your Roth IRA and your 401k when you've been saving, $150 a week since you were 17 years old in those asset classes, and now you have your 700,000. Now you can go buy a house. When you're 78 years old, now you can go buy a house, or you can get a 55-year mortgage. I really think ChatGPT said that the average home buyer is like 40 years old or 45 years old, right? So if you get a 50-year mortgage, you're going to be dead. You're never going to own that house. You're going to pass it down because you're going to be 1 year before you're done with everything. Oh yeah. They selling the 30,000 homes for a profit and then buying homes for 600K. No, I don't agree with that. No, what they do is they bought their home for $30,000. It went up to like $300,000. It's been paid off since 1976, right? Paid off 100%. Then they refinanced and got like a home equity loan on top of it. Now they had their $600,000. Yeah, they went and bought a fucking Corvette with it. Anthony Rivera Jr. Non-existent. How about that? Why don't you put an answer in the poll? And put a like on the thing. Put a like if you're going to say something stupid like that. At least do that. Yeah, Ali, I meant to call you back, but I got stuck behind the train. Yo, you know that they're making me get worked in even though I was on time? They're like, oh, we're going to have to work you in. Like, why? I'm here before my appointment. I love trains. Anthony, did you put a like yet? Now, Anthony, I would like to say that I do enjoy train. You didn't put a like because it's been the same number since before you said anything. You bought the dip. What'd you buy? What do you buy in crypto? I'm an XRP maximalist, but I do Bitcoin. And there's another one. Yeah, me too. XRP. That's the shit. I've been getting it since like 2019. I showed Narc how I've been buying it week after week after week. He was like, damn. You know, because like there was a lot of that going on about, you know, that I don't have enough money for bullets. Yo, Anthony. So yes, I like trains, but since I'm not a homo, I'm not gonna participate on the train ran on your mom. That's for you and GW. Yeah, you gotta buy every week. I want to start buying silver again every week, but right now it's a little expensive. But who knows? I took like a year off of buying XRP when it was harder to get. Like it wasn't on Coinbase anymore, you know, while I was going through the thing. But I'd still go. I'm in other markets. I also do like a trade every day for Bitcoin. And I'm decent at that. I've worked it up to about 0.8 of a Bitcoin. Right? Yo, when I first, like, okay, this guy, his name's Mike, he was telling me about Palladium. And I didn't understand that you could buy pieces of things, right? And at that time, Palladium was like $150. And so I thought I had, and I was only making like $400 or $500 a week, right? So it's like, oh man, I gotta give you a lot of money to get this stuff. I didn't realize like I could just buy pieces of it. And now it's way up there. And he was buying all the time. My sisters, their mother is a gold dealer. Like, you know, it was first she worked for this guy, and you know he was like a big time, had his own franchise. Congratulations on my newborn. Anyways, he had she deals in gold, right? She deals gold. She's the person that will like buy your gold chain or whatever and stuff like that, melt it down. That's what she does. So I've been involved with it for a long time, but I never thought it was gonna come up to where it is now. I have some gold, some, not much. You know. But who knows, like in the next 10 years it could be like quadruple the price it is now. It could be $20,000 a pound. Like people think that Bitcoin's gonna flip gold, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna flip gold. I mean, it could, but not with like. I just don't see it with the. I don't know. See, the problem is that the liquidity of gold, right? Like, you can't go to the car dealership and just put your bar of gold down and be like, yo, I'm walking out with this Hellcat. A smart dealership would do that. Be like, yeah, I'll take that, right? Like a smart dealership would do that. But, you know, people want cash. Oh, I was reading this book, And basically, like, if you had a piece of gold that could buy you your average American home in like 1913 or 1930, that same piece of gold, that same amount of gold will still buy you that house. But that house back then was like $1,000, and now it's like $500,000. So the gold went with inflation. They usually sell them at the sex store. That doesn't even make sense. Is that you, T21? Is Anthony Rivera Jr. 45 T21? No, it can't be T21 because I can actually read this shit. So it's definitely not no T21. Yeah, but gold always goes up until they find that asteroid made out of gold, and Elon brings it in. But I don't know, Elon's in some trouble right now because he said that he was refusing invitations to the island, but that's not what happened at all. Jeffrey Epstein just wasn't replying to him. He was like, yeah, I heard those parties are cool, can I come out? And like Jeffrey never replied. So yeah, Elon wasn't he wasn't at the island not because he didn't want to go. Oh man, Elon, what's up, man? Tell me that that's not true, Elon. Like, what the fuck, man? See, you say Diddy party, but fucking Diddy ain't in no Epstein files. Diddy wasn't fucking around with kids. You know what's crazy? If we can get the Diddy files and the Epstein files and see who's going to both. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, Elon Musk wanted to go party on an island, but he never got invited. According to the emails, allegedly. You know, I really don't think Elon was trying to go to the island. That's fake news. That could you imagine Elon Musk typing an email? Like, that doesn't exist. Like, no, he didn't. Really? Like an email? He wouldn't just send a text. I really doubt that Elon was at his computer at 3 o'clock in the morning typing to fucking Jeffrey Epstein that he wanted to go to the island. Did it you and Trucker Brown host the... Okay, so Anthony Rivera, I know exactly who you are now. Okay. Well, actually, there's two choices that it could be. But, how's that Walmart job? Yeah. And, you can't give away your fucking shit like that. If you're gonna make, like, I thought you were just a troll kid. Like, now I know you're somebody that actually knows me. You know? And it's a shame that you were supporting, you know, an Epstein. Yeah. Yeah. All right, the poll's saying that it looks like the major assets will drop again. When I say drop, I mean significantly. Like, you know, 20%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's always going to be a crash. So, I mean, it will eventually happen. I'm talking about, you know, in the next month. Because here's the thing, like, you know, a truck driver, you get paid, let's say you get paid $2,000 for the week, right? You get $2,000. What do you want to do with your money? What are you gonna do with your money? All right. I guess. I mean, you should buy some silver. Buy a little bit of crypto. Put a little bit in the ETF. Maybe get a hotel room and a bitch for the night. I mean, that's a waste of money right there. But you could do that. And what are you gonna do? Well, food. You need good food. Yeah, no, it's somebody else I know. One of my friends. Yeah, Anthony Rivera is one of my friends, and we're not seeing eye to eye because he supports people like Epstein. I don't fuck with that. I don't even think fucking T21 types. I think he talks to text because his his comments just be like over the top, like talking like Yoda and shit. Like it sounds like Yoda's talking to you. Everything's backwards. But I gotta get the stream going. You see? Okay, so it's somebody in that group. Yeah, you need a BBW. Yes. Yeah, okay. I know exactly who it is now. And I'm not against BBWs, but what you consider a BBW is not a BBW. You consider like a bitch that's like 300, 450 pounds, like a BBW, like with some hair. Yeah. But that's the problem. Like a BBW, your BBWs and my BBWs are two different things. What you consider a big beautiful woman is, to me, like where's the Glock? Like I gotta blow my. I can't say that on the live, can I? Because I'll get banned. So I'm not gonna say it. But you get the picture. If that's your BBWs. If I get the StreamYard, you gonna come on the panel? Pause. Who got paid today? What are you spending your money? Oh yeah, so back to you can buy food, really good food, really good quality food. Right now I do carnivore. I mean, carnivore is not even that expensive at the basic level, right? So you can get like 80-20 patties, 12 of them, 2 a day. That's 6 days worth of food for like $23. You can get those flat iron steaks for like $6 a pack, which is like 3/4 pounds, maybe a whole pound. I don't know. You can get those, and 2 18 cartons of eggs, right? And that's like what, fucking $6. So like for like $50, you're good for the whole week. Plus I get the cheese, so like $50, you're good for the whole week. Now, if you want better stuff like ribeye, like I'm about to get some ribeyes, that's a little bit more. But I'm gonna get the same packaged ribeyes, so it might be a little bit less for me. But it's not like, I don't really feel like it's necessary. But if you're gonna watch your fat intake, versus your protein intake, and like I have different goals right now, so I do watch my calories though. Anthony Rivera. Why did you pick that name? Why did you pick that fucking name? You know, put a like in the fucking shit. Make sure you subscribe under Anthony Rivera Jr. as well. So I better see it in the fucking subscribe count, alright? Get my subscribers up to 1,000 so I can get monetized. I mean, that would be cool, right? Get monetized. They don't want me to get monetized. Imagine me making money on YouTube. Like, that'd be stupid. Oh, there's another truck getting here now. I wonder if they're going to have to work him in two, you know. And you know what sucks on top of it? You got to fucking drop your trailer here on this part. But the other part of the building where they sent me to check in first, no, you don't have to drop your trailer or nothing. Just, oh, that's a Landstar truck. Hey, Ollie, there's a Landstar reefer. Landstar reefer right there. Let's see. Landstar reefer. So what did we talk? Oh yeah, so get you some good food. So you get your assets, you know, you get your food. What else are you gonna spend your money on? Right? I mean, you guys probably got child support and stuff like that. I don't got that. No, I don't have child support and stuff. So that sucks for y'all that got it. I feel bad for y'all. And that's the thing, like, but I mean, you got to support your children too. So I really don't feel bad for y'all. Support your children. Pay that child support. Oh man, pay that child support. You know, like I should put, when I do the thing, since I'm not monetized, I'm never going to get monetized. They're never going to let me get monetized. I troll too much. So I might put a Cash App, but I got to make sure. I don't want people to be able to track me. So I got to make a Cash App or just, how does that work? Does anybody know? Like if I put my Cash App in the thing, will like the government's gonna know everybody that sends me $1 or something like that? How does that work? These knives are cool, by the way. I'm gonna have them for sale on my website. Different brand though. It's gonna be my brand with this brand. You know, that they got multicolors and shit. So, you know, you just hold it down. It swings open. It's really good. It's based on a balisong, right? But since balisongs are illegal in a lot of places, you know, it's got the same type of blade. Now, this is a huge, I consider this a pocket knife. This is what I use to cut through frozen meat. Like it's sliced. This is so sharp. I've cut myself like pretty bad. I get fucked up out here. So, let's see if I do it again. See, that time I kind of popped it. You know, I kind of flicked the wrist, but you don't have to with this. You don't have to flick your wrist at all. To close it, yeah, but just to open it. No, see, I didn't even move my wrist. Like it just, you know. But then they got the Espada, which is like a fucking pocket sword. I'm gonna have that too with my brand. So on the website. So there's a lot of good things coming, and I think y'all are gonna enjoy a lot of this stuff. All your survival gear, fucking the pack. You're gonna have like digital radios, analog radios. Um, I'm putting together like a box, like a care package, and a trucker care package. And I think it's gonna be great for y'all. It's gonna have some medical stuff, survival stuff, little different things that you need, like, let me see if I can show y'all this, like things like this, like that you don't really think of, right? This wire is a fast charger for, and then the other side is also C, right? And it's like 100 feet long, fast charger. Like things you don't think of. So like if I'm at the airport or something, and I could just, and there's like a plug open, but you know how some of those seats are always taken up. I could just put my wire and then have it, 50 feet away. Things like that people don't really think of. So that will be in it. And then, like, things like that will be in the package too. So I think you all are going to enjoy what's coming up for the website, for Level Up Trucking, Lusco. And, we're all going to grow together. I got some things happening in the background right now. Some different ways to make some money, but I like to share information with those that really fuck with me, right? So, we'll figure out a way that people can really show their support, and because I don't want to waste my time anymore. I've wasted my time with a lot of people. I'm like talk to them. Like people tell me, "Oh, I want to buy a truck." Okay, well, how do you want to do that? You don't got no kids or nothing. I gotta move this. This guy gotta get in here to make sure I'm not gonna hit nothing. This guy I was parked right in front of a trailer. The yard jockey needs the trailer. I don't know where I should park though, because like they said park up here, but there's trailers everywhere. See, there's trailers there. So I guess just move as needed or something. I really don't know. Make sure you call up Hirschbach and tell him that I was moving the truck while holding the phone. All right, make sure you call him up and tell him I did that. Figure out a new position of parking so I can see you better too. Yo, my trailer still has the green fucking light. Oh wait. No, yeah. It still has the green fucking light. So they haven't even started my shit yet. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna do some workouts. I got the bands, the heavy bands. You know, that's actually a good idea to do with the live feeds, like show my workouts and stuff like that, me cooking. So I'll probably end up doing more live feeds soon, but I got to get something to hold the phone. Like this thing I got here, this 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 nut on the back, pause, broke. So can't hold it, and then I have something that goes on the windshield, and it uses that nut, so it won't stay. So it'll just flop, you know. But I'll get it together. Got a Walmart trip coming up. Maybe I'll buy something. Maybe I'll wait another couple weeks until start doing more lives. But seems like y'all like it. Let's see what people think. All right. Will popular assets drop again? Looks like we got a 62%. Oh, wow, y'all don't. Whoa, you could do that on the front facing? Oh, shit. 62 to 38% on 8 votes. So, I gotta get in touch with this broker. Because this is fucking bullshit. I'm gonna start detention already. So, grind hard, hustle hard, know your worth, know your potential. Never settle. If you got paid today, consider just go check out some silver and ETF, some gold maybe, some fucking XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and anybody that really fucks with me, there's a trucker way that you can get paid crypto. Yeah, every week. You know, hit me up on the private, hit me up on the email, like Elon Musk was using the email. Just hit me up and I'll get that information to you. When I get stuff signed up though, where people gonna have to sign up for things or send a cash app for certain information, that's when things will change. But for now, the people that really fuck with me, hit me up at lustco.io on Instagram, or lustcoaf@gmail.com. That's the best way. lustcoaf@gmail.com. There's other YouTubers that already hit me up on there. And even my enemies, when they hit me up on there, I don't share the information, the personal private information, right? It's not on the internet, it's not on a live, it's not on a video. So whatever we talk about is what we talk about, if it's something positive or whatever, I'll share information, but I'm not gonna put your dirty laundry out, if you need support. Remember, this channel is to help everybody mentally. Peace.